Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Vince Bruno. I help organize 1 Million Cups. Is anybody here for the very first time ever?
Woo! All right.
Thank you for joining us. So every week we get together, we have a new startup business in the community come and speak to us about their business. And today we have Gabe and Joe from FitFace, which apparently we just met this week or last week. And we're throwing them to the wolves. So be nice. They're going to present. We're nice anyway. You don't have to worry about it. A couple of announcements before we start. Number one is every Wednesday at the Nest below Sugar. Oh, it's that way.
Yeah.
There's open co-working. Apparently they've been signing up members like crazy, so you can work around some people with like minds to yourself. If you were going to work alone anyway, you might as well get some networking going there, some idea sharing, or just find a quiet space with fast internet. Also, the Greater Peoria, what was it called?
EDC?
EDC, the event.
Oh, the annual meetup.
The annual meetup is next Thursday, not tomorrow, wait a week, it's after that. Tickets are available online on their website. Other than that, let's be nice to Gabe and Joe and learn all about FitFace. Thanks.
FitFace.
All right. Thanks, Vince. So my name is Joe Loebach. This is my partner, Gabe Simmons. We are the co-founders of an app that we're here to talk to you today about called FitFace. But before we get into that, we're going to start with a story. Gabe and I have known each other for a while, something like 3 years now, so we've got a lot of the same similar interests. One of those is making apps. We don't know what kind of app we want to make, we just knew we wanted to make one. Okay, so time goes on, get back into fitness, get back in the gym, and we just think, okay, here it is. We use fitness every day, we use apps every day, let's make a fitness app, okay? We both love it, let's do it.
Okay, great, but what kind of fitness app? There are tons of fitness apps out there. So we kind of put the idea on the back burner for a little bit, not really having any great ideas on what to do. And then one day we were both at work, we work at Biaggi's, and one of our friends came up to us and he was just like, hey, either one of you guys free on Saturday? I want to find a partner to play racquetball with. And neither one of us could go, unfortunately. We both had to work, and he was just so disappointed that he didn't have a partner and he couldn't go, he couldn't play by himself. And right then and there was when we looked at each other and it was just like a light bulb turned on and we just knew what we were going to do, and it was going to be this, it's what we now call
FitFace Social Network. This is the answer to getting fit and staying healthy. So why do you need FitFace? Nowadays people are pretty busy. It's hard to schedule time, especially if you don't already want to go to the gym due to a lack of motivation or something. Let's say you don't have a workout partner, or worse off, you do have a workout partner and they flake on you. So now you're sitting on the couch and you're running clothes, eating ice cream. Let's say you're in a new town, you don't know anybody, you don't know where anything is. Let's say you're in your town and you just want to explore a little more and just find some of those underground places out there in the wild.
Exactly. So, okay, back to the original story. How do you find a partner to play racquetball with? FitFace will allow you to match with people kind of the same way that Tinder does. So if you're looking for a 5K, if you're a 5K runner, then it would match you to a runner. If you're somebody that's trying to improve your bench press, it would match you to probably some buff guy that likes to teach, So there are 7 billion people in this world. You walk past hundreds, on a daily basis. And, you never talk to them. You don't really have a reason to. Most of the time, it's just no time or something like that. Well, FitFace will give you the chance to meet some of these people that are just barely out of your reach, It'll give you a chance to meet people out of your comfort zone. You ever wonder why that guy at the gym or that person working out, they're so fit or so buff? Sometimes it might be a little intimidating. This person might be just covered in tattoos with a big old testament beard. It's intimidating, right?
So why would you need FitFace? You're going to match with people that are actively looking to do the same thing as you. So there's no more dragging a friend, there's no more worrying about canceled plans. So now you have this potential partner, you've matched with somebody. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? You've matched with a runner, where are you going to go run?
You're going to go to the FitFace database, and you're going to find a trail to hike on. You're going to find a pool to swim in. You're going to find a beach to run on, or a tennis court to play tennis in. It is kind of like in Craigslist way, how you would search through Craigslist categories, you would search through FitFace categories. Also, it is unique because what we have what Google does not, and that is user-submitted trails and pictures of outdoor places and such. What else? Events. People love events, but sometimes they're kind of hard to schedule because of conflict between people, scheduling-wise. So we have this part of FitFace, which is very similar to Meetup. It allows you to create, run, organize, and market your event all through the same app. And if, say, you're trying to put together a soccer game, it's kind of hard to put together 22 people. So, think about a soccer game, think about a Spartan race or an obstacle course for the community, anything like that. So why do you need FitFace? Because you will find yourself in places you've never been before, doing things you never thought you would. Speaking of events are social, and one-man wolf packs are not. So there are those people out there that like to do it by themselves. How do we motivate them? Motivation is a very powerful tool. It determines success more than intelligence, more than salary, and more than ability.
So FitFace will have a section titled Motivation. This will be a place people can go for encouragement to get that I want to do this, I need to do this now mentality in an Instagram/blog type setting. Users will be able to search through people's personal fitness journals to read through their struggles. You can look at before and after pictures of real people, or you can read professionally written articles concerning the psychological impact of motivation and how to achieve it. Researchers say that self-interest, the rewards one believes are at risk, is the single most important factor in predicting dedication and satisfaction in work. So we will have an achievement section that will emphasize progress. There's nothing more motivational than progress. In fact, Time magazine says that this is the progress principle. Of all positive events that influence the inner work life, the most powerful is progress in meaningful work, in this case, fitness. Of all the negative events, the most powerful would be the opposite of progress, and that's setbacks. Think of how hard it is to get in the gym when you haven't been there in a year. A consistent amount of minor success would make people very happy. This is scientifically proven. So we will encourage people to reflect on things that they've done, the hard work that they've gone through. So people will be able to share a story, a belief. What gives life meaning? Stories. What gives work meaning? Stories. What creates unity and morale? Stories. So this is what's going to bring FitFace users together in sort of a cult-like manner. And I mean that by how CrossFit members are all friends with CrossFit members. People that drive Jeeps, they're waving at people that drive Jeeps because that's a Jeep thing. Well, this is a FitFace thing. So why do you need FitFace? You want to find your story. You need to find your progress. You need to find who you are. You need to find that friend to keep you going.
All right, so let's talk money. So we have several different revenue streams. The main one that we'll be focusing on is going to be our 99-cent upgrade. So we plan on, we're expecting 33% of our users to upgrade to the upgraded version, which is, like I said, 99 cents. From there, we're predicting a growth rate of 25% of how fast Instagram grew. So we are predicting over $500,000 in revenue by year one, and over 2 million users. Beyond year one, we will use FitFace and evolve it as an advertising network for other things such as gyms, such as equipment vendors, and just supplement things. Just basically anything and everything that has to do with fitness could be advertised through our app. But at its core, FitFace is a social networking app that is made to help you meet people with the same fitness goals in sports, health, and just regular fitness. It helps you find the right people, whether you are looking for a workout partner, whether you're looking for a little motivation, or if you want to put together a pickup game of basketball. FitFace is designed for you. And there are really no other apps that are doing what we are doing and how we are doing it.
The closest app is called Smacktive. It's very local in Southern California, and they match people based on very basic interests. I want to go to a movie, I want to go on a date, I want to get a drink, get some ice cream, whatever. We're entering a market of 25.7 potential million prospects, composed of very specific target markets that we found ourselves. And we in fact are also in this target market. We are college age, we're into fitness, we're working part-time, so we know that there is an actual need for something like this. Twitter's fastest growing demographic is 55 to 65. Facebook and Google is 45 to 54. One of our target markets are people 40 and above. Social networking and social media is the future. Everybody's jumping on board. This isn't new information. So what makes successful social apps? Successful social apps have a social login, they have user profiles, there's followers, there's friends, there's a news feed, there's a notification feed, there's invites, there's outbound sharing. FitFace will have all of this into a nice, neatly organized fitness application.
So most apps just stop at an app, nothing else. FitFace aims to be a conglomerate of fitness. Um, there are over 206 million physically active Americans this year, and we plan on doing so. We will do to the fitness industry what social media has done to marketing. With updates, features, and phase 2 of FitFace, which includes us traveling around the nation and promoting and marketing through events, we will be able to scale up, and this is something that we are ready for and excitedly looking forward to. How can the community help? So first of all, we need investors. We have plans for FitFace. We know where FitFace is going to go and what it's going to expand into. But as of right now, the only income that we have is our personal assets and our soon-to-be launched Kickstarter campaign too, which hopefully within 2 weeks. Keep saying that for the last month. We will also need a marketing specialist, somebody that knows social media and how to use it very well. And last, we also need exposure to media in the form of articles, commercials, radio, news, word of mouth even helps. And we're here, we're doing this, and we just want to add some experience to the team as well.
So why do you need FitFace? Is because that this is the answer to getting fit and staying healthy. Thank you.
All right.
That was 9 minutes, 40 seconds.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Try to shave it down as much as we could.
Just a little pointer for you.
Okay.
All right, how are you going to get 2 million users in a year?
So our marketing strategy, it consists of, first off with our Kickstarter, we're going to start by going around colleges, and during our Kickstarter campaign, so it's going to be 1 month, we're going to pick about 8 colleges here in Illinois, and we're just going to go and hand out pamphlets to like college kids. College kids just have proved and to use apps a lot more, and they're just a lot more social, and word spreads a lot faster in colleges. So we're going to hit that up first so the word will spread. We also plan on doing marketing through Facebook. So Facebook allows you to do specifically age marketing and also like state marketing and stuff like that. So we're going to try to market like from Illinois, and that's our local spot. But after that, we're not just going to spread out. We're going to try to market several specific cities throughout the United States that just have different, like for example, Colorado. You know a little bit more about this.
Colorado, New York, Florida, they have some of the highest. There's some of those cities they spend the most amount of money on gyms. They have the most attendance of gyms. The people there, like the money and the people are there. That's where it all is. To add on to that, like I said, social media is taking everything, is changing everything. We're going to do what social media did to marketing. We're going to do that to fitness. I was reading about a construction company. All they did was start a Facebook page. They made their own website. They made their own content, and they were marketing towards niche groups of people just in construction. So it wouldn't apply to me, but it might apply to him. So going up that bell curve, that's what we're trying to do, is hit all those niche groups of fitness that people are looking for. So on our website, we'll have content, free content that will apply to one group of people, and then another day it will apply to another group of people. But they won't be able to go anywhere to find that anywhere else as specifically as that we'll have it. So they'll keep coming back, even though they might not find something that applies to them this time. They've already found something, so they know that they'll come back. Our goal with our website is really to our app is kind of like a rope to bring people in, and our website is where we'll really teach people. You go to a car website you wouldn't go to a car website to like learn about a car. You might go to learn about the gas mileage or things like that, but you wouldn't go there to know that the starter breaks down after 5,000 miles or something. You go to a forum website to learn that, right? So that's what we're trying to do. So we were going to take people from other websites and bring them to us, and then show them the way through our Twitter, through our Facebook. We'll be able to get into conversations and provide unsolicited answers that people, they're not looking for us, we're looking for them. So we can find them through social media. There are 189 million Facebook users that are only on mobile. Our platform is going to be on mobile first. So we're pretty confident that we'll be able to hit a lot of these people, and especially going around to colleges that's our target market initially. The average age for gyms are people 40 and above. That's huge, and we don't think that's been tapped yet. So we've got a lot of plans for hitting 2 million users.
So, sorry,
That's it. Go for it.
So just quick recap. So we will start with our Kickstarter. That will get our name out there a little bit more, and then we will move to, of course, the marketing throughout the Kickstarter campaign. After that, we will, hit social media really hard. So, like I said, Facebook, also Instagram, Twitter, and all other basically social networks tie hand in hand with our social network. So we'll try to get our name out there to everyone in the United States like that. We will then start doing another Kickstarter campaign for just more projects ahead. And Kickstarter has seemed to be very good with marketing, especially recently. A lot of people will even just do a Kickstarter campaign and ask for $2,000. Even they can definitely do that. It's just getting their name out there and being in front of people. So we will do that. And then the last thing, like I had mentioned earlier, we will travel around the nation sponsoring and marketing through events. So, we'll start here in Peoria, and, we'll set up at the Peoria Stadium an obstacle course race, and we'll tell everyone in Peoria, and all fitness people would go there. And word would spread like that. We can get our name out there. And then we would just go from little city, here in Peoria and here in Illinois, and then we'd, move out to each state. And then that way spread our name through different states rather than just locally. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, have you thought about finding a way to incentivize users to refer other users? I know people who are very fit are very competitive, and I know,
Right.
Even like Snapchat, you have a trophy case for things that you do on the app.
Absolutely.
Or MyFitnessPal tells you how many days you've logged in a row. People who are into fitness are very competitive, and if there was a way that they would get points or recognition for referring another user.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we've discussed, gyms, they're doing a lot of group training, like yoga and things like that. So to create some competition, we could do companies versus other companies, the max amount of weight lost or the max amount of time spent in a gym. To specifically with the app, the more times that you match with somebody, you'll be able to issue challenges or something. So we've matched and worked out 5 times. So now I can challenge you 20 push-ups. And now it's up to you to do that. And if you do that, that's on your achievement section, which is progress, motivation to keep going. What else with our competition between people? We'll have features of the week, people that are really involved, people that are posting articles, they're making routines, they're active in this community. We're trying to make an organic community that will really build itself through competition, exactly. So.
We also feel I'm sorry, get right to you, just one last thought. We also feel that meeting with people that you've never met before, it might be a little intimidating at first because you've never known them. Our app allows for there to be something to talk about. Now you're meeting with somebody, they like cardio, so that's something to talk about. You can also compare it with football. This person shows football on their profile, so that's something you could talk about. That's something that you could also match on. So back to the competition thing. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Take a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, building off of that, then also when you're working out and you're dealing with exercise, a big part of it is also accountability. How would you build that into the app such that it's not intrusive, but it's motivational in someone's workout routine trying to get it?
So your question is how can we make the contest not intrusive?
Well, also in the social network, you're also trying to, you were talking about how it would almost be, your community would be self-regulating. How would you build in accountability and working out with the self-regulation, trying to motivate people at the same time and trying to keep on the right path?
Well, we'll have that motivation section so they can look at that. If we did match and we decided to meet up, that was we've accepted that, and he didn't show up, I can flag him. So there will be administrators looking at his account. They're knowing that he's flaking out on people, that he's not going to go work with people, and then we can contact him and look at that account. Motivation, also working out with people that you don't know, brings your own accountability. You want to work harder. You want to run faster. You don't want to look weaker in front of everybody. And that comes down to a subconscious level. You don't realize that you're lifting more. Does that kind of answer a little bit?
It does.
Okay.
To build off that, you could work in an alert system with the app too, that would say, you know, like, you get an alert on your screen that says, you haven't had any meetups lately. You
Absolutely, we
haven't-
do have that option.
You know,
in
it's
our
been 5
settings.
days since
Mhm.
you've met up with someone. Would you like to find someone today?
Absolutely.
It's just a quick reminder.
It does have that setting actually. It will tell you, hey, you haven't been on FitFace in 24 hours in
Yeah.
5 days, but yeah, absolutely.
And
It does have that.
back to the intrusive thing, there's a difference between notifications and push notifications. So you're matching with people. If you have your on-the-go thing on, you're matching with like 30 people. You're not going to have 30 notifications that pop up over and over and over and over and over. It'll just be one notification that says you have matched with somebody. So it's up to you to go into the app and decide who you want to match with.
And I'm sorry, really quick back to what I was saying earlier. For the competition, you know, if you're working with somebody you don't know, it kind of it motivates you to be better than them, or as, you know, like lift as much as them, or maybe even like try to run just a little bit faster, just so you can
Yeah.
prove yourself. And they're thinking the exact same thing on the other side. And that's like, you know, the most motivation in competition, you know, without even knowing it. Any other questions?
Yeah. You were describing a software system that does a lot of things. What's the plan to get the tech built? Is it existing now? Can we download it today?
It's 80% done. We have a demo that we can show. But besides that, it'll be ready. By the time our Kickstarter has the campaign is finished, the app should actually be able to should be live. We just been working on it as much as we can. And
So we have one in-house designer, so it's built on Ruby on Rails. We're paying him part-time, 20 hours a week or something.
You don't
So
have to talk money.
what do you mean?
You don't have to talk money.
Oh, sure, okay. So we have one in-house designer who's doing this on Ruby on Rails. If our Kickstarter goes well as we were planning, then we'll have another developer in-house, somebody that we know and that's here. So development will just skyrocket through the roof after that. So it will be, like, we've done 80% on our own right now since August. So once our Kickstarter goes live and we have the funds, the means to develop it further, it shouldn't take much longer, a couple weeks, especially with 2 developers.
and then
This will first be on Apple because we only have one developer, and then it will be ported over to Android.
question?
You might have answered this. There's a free model and then there's a dollar model, a 99-cent model. What do I get for my 99 cents? What makes it?
Okay, so for the upgrade, you would get, we will have a nutritionist, and we will also have a personal trainer, and they will help us either get routines and diets, nutritional diets online, and make them themselves. And we can provide all different kinds. We'll have a database, like a category in our database that provides routines and the nutritional plans. We will also have a music player. This will probably be like the biggest thing. It's kind of like a SoundCloud almost. You can upload your own music and you can make your own playlists on there, and you can share songs with other friends that have FitFace. And whenever you're somewhere like at the gym with them, you can sync through Bluetooth and both listen to the same playlist at the same exact time. So you can just be like synchronized basically.
So it'll be
I'm sorry, and just one last thing after that too. Users will be able to rate gyms, and we'll be able to rate outdoor places like difficulty or just about anything. They'll be able to rate and like write a comment. I'm not sure about the comment so far, but the rating, yes. Comment, we're still kind of debating.
sure.
So as far as nutrition goes, are you going to have, you're going to be pointing out healthy ways to eat and healthy places to eat? Or, I mean, how are you going to be pushing the nutrition angle?
Depending on certain aspects about your body, weight, height, sex, things like that, we'll have a very general outline for people to follow. So it's an update that we can offer so we can make very personalized diets for you. Otherwise, we'll just have a list, things to follow, things to don't eat, things to eat, exercises to go through, just tools for you to use to make your own diet plan.
So are you going to, so as far as advertising goes, I mean, how, are you going to have advertising?
Absolutely.
Advertisement What do you mean exactly?
So if a nutritionist or someone like that who happens to be in the area of someone who's a member of FitFace wants to essentially
So you're saying like a personal contractor or something, a nutritionist that can go places and work within FitFace?
or just, like I say, advertising, if you're gonna have advertising in the app, you would then sign up, if you were a nutritionist local, you could sign up for,
Well,
I just want the people in my area to.
That's how it will mostly be. We will have local nutritionists, and we'll have like a master nutritionist to work with us to make these very broad diet spectrums for people. But if you are a nutritionist, like, you won't be able to go on to FitFace and act as a nutritionist for other people. You can match as for like workout, and you can do other things and talk about nutrition and things like that. But it won't be, you won't sign on, I'm a nutritionist, I'm looking for people to help.
Right. So the database, those two databases for the routines and the diets will be something we provide. Users can submit basically just about anything else from the other databases. These will be things like, so we have a nutritionist. There are like so many different types of nutrition plans. Like people, like all different people, like there's, pescatarians, there are vegetarians, there are people that try and do the paleo diet. There are people that are trying to get rid of their sugar, which is me. There are so many different types of nutrition plans that it can boil down to like, I just want to just lose some weight, or hey, I've been trying to lose weight and this is not working for me, so I'm going to try this other diet or nutrition plan or routine.
On our app, it'll be a button you can click on and scroll through things. On the website, it'll all be in a really easily digestible Wikipedia format, so it's very easy to read. You can just go wherever you need to. There's not really intrusive, colorful ads and things like that, so it's very user friendly.
Have you ever considered like a targeted marketing approach? Like you say you're going to go to universities. Have you considered like possibly partnering up with their rec sports division, like at the University of Illinois, and working with them and their integrated systems to build a grassroots network like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We really need to get in front of them.
Yeah.
We definitely want to do that. We've been talking with one gym, or one guy who owns a couple of gyms in Naperville, and he said he would be down to like help us up after our Kickstarter goes and we're up and running.
Yeah, because instead of going like a shotgun approach, just pick and choose. Because I know, especially for freshmen coming in to the University of Illinois and also where I went at Purdue, it was really hard to find people with similar workout interests.
Okay,
And
exactly.
that can just be offered as well. You
Absolutely.
can also sell it as like, hey, this is also like a freshman orientation
That's
thing,
good,
and
yeah.
also a network and grow up and building a community more so around fitness and
Absolutely.
universities, and they can personalize it.
It's a great idea. We had some ideas, kind of the same page, but like at the same time different. Which were like, we want to talk to gyms, and have them advertise through us. So whenever you walk into like a gym here in Chicago or Peoria, you would see a pamphlet or something telling you download this app, blah 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 blah, and they would have a little section on the app, like saying a few lines of information about them. Or they could pay more to make it clickable and can go straight to their website or more information. So if we actually talk to schools and try to make it as in like an educational program, that'd actually be great as well. That's a great idea.
I thought that was a very good point. Joining with freshmen that are coming into college, because there are so many influences, there are so many things that they're just now being exposed to that they remember for their entire college career. So it would be nice for FitFace to be one of those first exposures and follow them throughout the rest of their career. So that is a great idea.
Yes, don't be
Thanks.
afraid to go if you have to. Don't be afraid to like just go to Champaign, just kick down.
Right.
That's
the door.
actually what we're planning on doing.
And that
yeah.
being said, this is literally our first time in front of anybody. Like we just performed like in front of like a group of 5 friends on Monday for the first time, and we were struggling a little bit then. So like we're gonna get the hang of this a little bit more, and then we won't be afraid to go talk to just about anybody and just present. Like, hey, you got 6 minutes? Hopefully we'll get it down in 6 minutes. So.
Well, how are we going to know when this is up and running? And I think it'd be great if you did like some demos. If you can
Yeah,
put
will.
it together so everyone would
Absolutely.
know how to click through and what all the features are. But also, how are the events posted? Like I work for OSF, we have a lot of wellness programs, et cetera. Maybe we want to, promote our Biggest Loser. How do we get
Okay.
that event on your site?
Okay, so it's very simple actually. You would go to, so you open up the app and then you would see like the three main options, which are the on the go, and then you would see the motivation, and then you would see the database. Database is where all those like Craigslist like things are, and the meetup events and stuff. So you would go to the database and then you would click on events. It would automatically pop a list of all events near you. You can either set it up GPS or it could also go by your zip code. So it would show you all events near you. You can just add an event, and it would tell you, like, so you add an event and you say, I want to do basketball game, title basketball game at the park, time, blah, 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 blah. You can make it either public, so only the people that you're friends with on FitFace can see it, or you can make it public, so anybody in the Peoria area or in your zip code can see it. So it's very simple. And then, the next person sitting next to you would go on there, look at the database, your event's on there. And so say you go to an event like all the time. It's something you regularly do. You're part of a softball team. You could go on your on your information settings, and you can write, "Hey, I'm part of this." Like there'll be options like I attend this event, and it'll link to the categories. So like if there's this event right here, you can say that you're part of it, and that will show up on your profile. And you can also match according to that. It would match with people that also do that event. Is
Is there a charge for hosting events?
Nope. That's part of the free.
So you'll be able to we're giving you the tool to make the events, organize it. You can run it and market it through Facebook or through FitFace. But it would be up to you to set everything up and like physically go put the cones out there or something like that.
And then once, like a year from now, we're expecting this to, like actually have blown up to the point where people want to advertise through us. So events will be a lot more widely known. There will be a lot more events. And, at first you might only see what events, like a few events here and there. And then, as more people find out about, we're not, like that event, like section, like it's absolutely great. But people won't be able to like see that at first because our main focus is the matchmaker. But it's such a big part of it because you can match according to events as well. So that'll be like definitely an eye opener.
Another way that we're going to populate these events and things like that is we'll release a beta version for people to test, get back feedback, and then we'll be able to do a Henry beta test where we can change things and we can act on your feedback and release that off. And then when we launch, there will be some sort of code within the app so that you can send us an email and we'll give you a code so that when we do launch, you just type in that code and the app is fully functional, so you don't have to re-download it again.
So back to how are we gonna know when this is up and going?
Social media, our Kickstarter will be
We will
all
blow
over
it
the
up on
internet.
social
Page
media.
already?
Yes.
Yeah,
we have
absolutely.
Twitter, Instagram.
We have page, we have all social networks, like everything. Peoria will basically get blown up with just social media. We will like pay for the actual marketing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Our Facebook is FitFace Social Network. Our Twitter is FitFace_. Same with our Instagram. And then our website is fitfacesocialnetwork.com. Yeah. And this
We also
is
have a few business cards if after anybody wants to has our website and anything else.
that one website is really a showcase, kind of like a movie poster for our app, so that when we launch into the real content-rich website, it will just be fit-face.com, and we own that domain and then the .net version too. So.
Question?
What if your Kickstarter campaign doesn't go?
Then we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll reevaluate and we will absolutely do it again.
Yeah.
We have very professional.
Do Kickstarter again?
Yes.
Yeah. Or we might even think about doing a different crowdfunding like Indiegogo.
But you're all in on the crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Right now, we're all in the crowdfunding. We have a presentation set up for investors. We know what we want to talk about. Crowdfunding, Kickstarter is the easiest way that we know of to get in front of people nationwide, to reach a very large audience.
We have been starting our Kickstarter campaign mainly on the side while we get ready for real investors. There's only a chunk of money, and we're only asking for $32,000 for the first time. So, hopefully we'll be able to reach that very easily. But if not, we'll, like he said, we'll relaunch the Kickstarter campaign or a different crowdfunding. But like we're trying to do this on the side to kind of help us give us a boost until we're actually ready for like an investor to look at us and be like, all right, here we actually want to invest, like a serious amount of money. So basically, just trying to give ourselves a boost with the Kickstarter campaign.
There's other. Oh, go ahead.
As of right now, like how we have been doing it until like probably 3 months after we actually launch, we won't actually need as much revenue to like keep things going. So we still have like a little bit of wiggle room for that until we can actually, come up with like a decent amount of money, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your background? Tell me.
I went to
And your fitness background and your education.
I don't know how long you've been lifting. I've just been working out for probably 4 or 5 years. Nothing serious. I'm not like a physical trainer or anything. I do my own research and study. I'm really into that. I went to Mizzou for 2 years just for international business. I changed majors, came over here to starting computer software and development. I had a kind of an epiphany back at school, so I decided to come back here and try to start my own thing. So that's my experience.
And then I've always been lifting since high school. I played football high school. I was very into it up until like maybe like a year after high school. I got off for like about a year, didn't work out for a while, and then I got back into it. So I've been physically active for the last 8-9 years. So that, and then so we look at this like we're just two normal guys, and I'm the kind of person that sometimes like I can't work out if I don't have somebody to work out with. So like we had this idea like we're gonna help ourselves and help everyone else that has my problem, or even we can solve so many other problems. Okay, so at first I was going to school for computer engineering. That's the second time I've changed my major. So computer engineering, I was set for that, and I actually love it until we came up with this idea, and then I just kind of had a change of heart, and now I actually want to go back for business, and I want to go see how far that gets me, and then I will definitely come back to either computer science or maybe even computer engineering again in the future. But right now I feel like my direction should be business because I need to learn a little bit more about what I'm doing, and make that go through, and then hopefully do what I had in mind before later.
We have a little bit of coding experience, HTML, Java. We know a little bit of Ruby. Not enough to code this app on ourselves, if that's kind of what you were looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a paid developer that he's like
in-house.
Great, and we know how to read code, but we are not like I wouldn't be able to put it together. He probably would just take him a lot longer than it would our actual developer. So basically a way to speed things up, but I mean we still kind of got a little hands-on in that field.
Do you have any customer validation? Has anybody used this?
We just got our mock app, which is just functionality, so it's not populated by anything. We just got that, I want to say, a week or two ago. So we've been showing it to everybody that we can. It's only on Apple, so we have to carry around this Apple device and sync it with our phone and stuff. So we haven't had, how do I say this? We have the people that we've shown it to, I guess customer validation, they say it's awesome, this works exactly how they figured that it would, but we don't have a working prototype, I suppose, for people to go out and use on their own. That's what we're hoping to get with the beta test version now.
Within in the next few weeks. Probably by the same time our Kickstarter goes live, we'll actually have like an actual beta version. Right now we're working with a demo and we're making our Kickstarter video with that demo.
Yeah, and then from that we're hoping to get legitimate reviews and comments and things like that so that we can work towards more customer validation through our Henry beta test and then our actual official release. Yeah.
Really like the graphic design. Are you guys outsourcing that?
No, we did all this a couple of days ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Probably since last Wednesday we've been working on it.
When did you guys meet? Like 5 or 6 days ago?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
So that night
like that.
is when we started working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I think we'll make that a wallpaper or something.
Yeah,
for
we talked
my
about
laptop.
making that like the back of our office in the future, just the background.
So, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a suggestion
Sure.
for you, for entrepreneurship, like you're starting into, is that, have you talked to Ross Miller for Bradley University and what they offer for entrepreneurship yet?
We have been going to, we have meetings with this guy, his name is Cameron. He works
Cameron,
for SBA down at Bradley. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So like that's as much Bradley contact as we've had so far. He's been helping us with our business plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're also pretty involved in the SCORE chapter here locally. We've been meeting
Yeah,
with
we
them
have SCORE
since
mentors.
August or September or something.
Yeah, ever since the beginning. But we have not, you said Ross Miller?
Yeah, he's the Illinois Small Business Development Director. So,
I think he
yeah,
might have
works
actually,
with-
That name sounds
oh, he
extremely
actually, no,
familiar.
he did
He comes here every
a,
once in a while.
he did a seminar in Morton that I went to actually for the how to start a small business. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I've actually been, I got contacted him and he told me to contact Cameron to help us with what we were doing at the time.
Oh.
So yeah, actually.
That'd be a great start. That'd be a great start.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they help you put your marketing plan together so you can
Yeah.
stay effectively and a little bit more focused.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Good job, Bill.
Thank you.
Any other questions, anybody?
We'll wrap it up. What do you want? What can
How
the
can we
people in
help?
this room do to help you get over your next?
Really exposure when it comes to media, news, TV, like articles, just about radio, just about anything like in that source. Just basically helping word get out there. I mean, if any, of course, possible investors, definitely send them our way, obviously. And really, besides that, what we need is like a marketing specialist that would be able to help us help us really with social media and really get a hand on it. So yeah, that's basically how the community. Does that answer?
It does. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Mhm.
Well done.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.